All right, let's move on to Memphis, Tennessee for a 6-11 matchup between Clemson and New Mexico, where the 11 seed is favored. Another committee special. The Lobos are 1.5 to 2.5 point favorite. This line's kind of floating all over the place. Total's 152. This game will be played on True TV. I went back and forth on this game. Now, this is like, first of all, is it the old Mountain West? Like, we can't trust them? If that's the case, just bet Clemson. But this is, hey, Clemson can't guard New Mexico's guards, but like New Mexico can't really guard Clemson's bigs. I'll trust the non-Mountain West team and the bigs and not the jump shooters here. But it's close. I mean, I could see it going either way. Greg, do you have any thoughts here?
Yeah, I think New Mexico's bigs have a better chance at making it tough on PJ Hall than Clemson's guards do on the trio. It's mostly personal belief. And look, I'm afraid because everyone on earth wants New Mexico here, right?
Don't sleep on Shiflin, by the way.
He's fine. He's a good cost play,
cosplay,
whatever you call it. He's cosplaying as PJ Hall.
He should transfer to Texas A&M, by the way.
He fit in very well, very, very well. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I worry about New Mexico, like not tired legs, but just like the 4 games in 4 days conference tournament thing kind of jumps out at me, and everyone public is going to be on New Mexico here. But look, at the end of the day, this is one of the most underseeded teams in the tournament. If you buy Ken Palm's ranks here, they're 23rd nationally. That is 11 spots higher than Clemson is. They should be, doing some math in my head here, a 6 seed. Clemson should be a 9 seed. If you believe Ken Palm is the Bible, it's too much to pass and basically a pick 'em for me. I like the backcourt much more than I like a team trying to play through PJ Hall through a solid front court to win an NCAA tournament game.
See, I know New Mexico's defensive metrics are great, but I still don't trust their defense if they're not turning teams over. And Clemson doesn't turn it over. But I could make, like, if you told me to, hey, you got to sit here and argue for New Mexico, I could make the case for New Mexico too. Really intriguing matchup. Calabrese, you want to break the tie?
Yeah, enough of Clemson. All right, they're outside the top 100 in 3-point percentage. Outside of PJ Hall, I just don't see them.
They're 102. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. The only thing that's of interest to me really in this game is
New Mexico's outside the top 200, by the way.
Does Clemson switch it up to a zone? Because they did it late in the season with some limited success. Like, that's kind of interesting to me, because if this becomes, can New Mexico beat them in transition? Of course they can. So, I mean, shot quality as Clemson is one of the worst transition defenses in the field. And that means a lot of easy buckets for Pitino's Lobos in this one. They're 8th in tempo. The Lobos are, and they don't turn it over very much. I understand that their defense doesn't turn over opponents, but they're 11th nationally in turnover percentage. Fewer than 12% of their trips ends with them giving the ball away. So I don't know. I just, this is a team that I've been on really the whole season. I've been banging the drum that they're starting 5 when they're all together and they're all healthy. This is a special group. And I think this is the year they finally break the jinx, the curse, the narrative, whatever you want to say about altitude in the Mountain West Conference. I think they are just by far the better team, and I trust their guards. I trust House in particular. I think he's going to be not just one of the best point guards, but one of the best players in this whole tournament.
I would go zone, by the way. And Mexico doesn't grade out well against zone, for what it's worth.
Right. So that's the only thing where it's like, if you give me a little, like a 90-second grace period where I get to see those first 2 possessions. Is Clemson coming out with a zone, and is it effective? Is New Mexico prepared for it or not? Then give me a chance to switch my bet or back out of the bet. That's the only thing I would ask for, because otherwise I think if they play man-to-man, they're going to get cooked in this game in transition, and New Mexico is going to win going away.